Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to Sixx Daze. I am Bob Sixx, and today I'm going to wind up my run of videos on self-help. Trying to help people overcome their fears and self-doubt and become more assertive in life, to become a bigger, better you. I do want to point out that, as I had originally said, I did shoot this video last week, but I made a rookie green screen mistake, and I wore a shirt that had a green logo on the front, so my entire backdrop shone through on my chest, and I found it extremely distracting, so I chose not to post the video. The reason I chose to save assertiveness for last is that's the one that seems to cause people to have the most problems. It's the one they readily adapt. However, a lot of them go overboard and become overly aggressive and abrasive. Someone that you don't really want to be friends with. It's really kind of annoying. So I choose it for last, hopefully to build upon the other videos that I've already put out about fear and self-doubt and self-confidence, to build upon that so that it's a smoother transition and they all blend together to make the bigger, better you. Much like elementary school and junior high, life is a bully. And if you let it bully you around, it's going to. You've got to stand up for yourself. You have to be willing to say, I don't like that. I don't want to do that. And sometimes you wind up alone because you don't want to do those things. You don't go out with your friends. But you know what? You also don't get arrested with your friends. Or, I know, a lot of people say, well, that's what makes a true friend. When I was younger, I thought the same thing. However, none of my friends ever got arrested with me. But if you let life push you around and you never stand up for yourself, you're going to have a miserable time. And what that does is snowballs into a lack of self-confidence. You start doubting everything you do, and you can go into a depression. As confident as I am and as outgoing as I am and all that stuff, I battle depression all the time. And I've actually found ways that help me, and I've helped many other people battle depression. There are degrees of depression that I can't help, but I've helped a lot of people, and I've helped myself. But it still gets me. But being more assertive and standing up for what you believe in, you'll see that that builds on your self-confidence. I don't feel like I need other people. I want other people in my life. You know, I'm married. I love my wife. I want her in my life. I want my children in my life. I want my friends that I'm friends with, that that sounded weird, that I'm close friends with. I want them in my life, but I don't have to have them in my life. I've had many friends, long-term friends, just stop being friends with me for whatever reason. Be it I stood up for something that I believe in, which went against something that they believe in and they felt strong about. Just because your friends are mad about something doesn't mean you have to be mad. Stop and think about it. Does it actually make you mad? Does it affect your life? Is it going to cause you harm? Is it causing your loved ones harm? If not, you have to be strong enough to say, why should I be mad about that? That doesn't affect me at all. Now, I see things that make me angry, but I'm not out causing problems over it. When I first started developing this is one of the first things I started learning in life. Because when I was young and I first actually joined the real workforce, I thought I had to do everything everybody told me to. I found out later that no, you don't. When you do that, everybody just keeps dumping their work on you, and they're over there FOing with their buddies while you're doing all the work. And the reason I found that out, or how I discovered that, was one day, boss told somebody to do something, and they said, well, have the kid do it. He doesn't mind doing that. And I was like, yeah, I do. It sucks. But you always do it. because I thought I had to. That's when that fire got lit. So I just kept building upon it, and once you get used, it's like anything else in life. Once you get used to it, like exercising, oh, it sucks to run. I can't run 200 feet. Well, I can run 200 feet, but I can't run 600 feet. You know, you keep going and it builds. So becoming more assertive doesn't mean being a jerk, but it does mean standing your ground. I don't want to do that. You know, when I was performing stand-up, there were comics that would get pissed because I wouldn't go get high with them because I don't smoke pot. I have nothing against that. You can do it all you want. The main reason I don't do it is it puts me to sleep like that, and most of the people I hang around with, you don't want to be asleep around them. You end up becoming a party favor in one form or another. Them writing on your face, you know, who wants to wake up with a big dick drawn on their face, one of their eyebrows shaved off? I don't. So you have to be willing to stand up for yourself and say no, knowing that you're going to be alone, or you could be alone. Or what if there was someone weaker than you that really didn't want to do it, and because you said no, they had the strength to say no? Or because you had the strength to stand up and say, that's not right. Don't do that. Like shaving somebody's eyebrow off and drawing a big dick on their face. You know it's not right. So if you don't want to participate in that, don't be afraid to stand up and say, hey. And you can be told to leave the party. So being more assertive doesn't mean being a jerk and just no, trying to piss people off or anything. Just go with your gut. Just like I said about overcoming fear. You know, always trust your gut. If your gut tells you not to do something, you have to be strong enough to say, I'm not going to do that. And if that means you going home or your friends being pissed off at you for a few days, then so be it. But stand up for yourself. Do what is best for you, what you feel you should be doing. Don't let other people live your life. That doesn't mean don't take people's advice or take criticism, not take criticism from people. Listen. And if what they're saying, I mean, people criticize the way I talk, which, as most of you know, I clean them up for these YouTube videos on my 6 Daze page. However, on my 6 Minutes page, that's more along the lines of how I actually talk all the time anyways. So be sure to check that out. I'll put a card right there. Speaking of cards, if you're like me and you're interested in other people and cultures, it's not one, it is my favorite YouTube channel. It's called Miles from Sahara. This lady lives in China, and she shows different aspects of their culture, beliefs, habits, you know, things they do. It's a fascinating channel, and click on that card right there and check her out. I thoroughly enjoy your videos. I never miss them. Back into where I was going with this. You can listen to what other people have to say, and if it doesn't apply to you, or you don't feel it applies to you, you don't have to do it. But you don't have to be a jerk and go, oh no, piss off, I know what I'm doing. They may have something that you need, or they may be telling you something you're not saying. But on that same token, don't let them live your life. Don't let people go, oh, well, you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that, because I get that a lot. When I was doing stand-up, I was told all the time, well, you shouldn't do that joke, or you shouldn't do this joke. You have to trust your gut, stand up for yourself, and say, this is who I am, and this is what I believe, and no matter what happens, this is who I am, and this is what I believe. Always stick to your guns and trust your gut. So, if you found this video helpful, great, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. If you didn't, and you think it sucks, you can hit thumbs down. Some sort of reaction, some sort of indication of what you think is great. If you did like it, and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please do. Make sure you click that bell. I try to post these videos twice a week, every Tuesday and Thursday. Coming up, I will be doing a movie review. My movie reviews are kind of hit and miss. Sometimes people like them, sometimes they don't. Music reviews, sometimes people like them, sometimes they don't. But I also have coming up, by suggestion, some more hacking the headlines, stuff that people look for hidden meanings in, and it either may or may not exist. The one I have coming up, specifically by request, was the peace sign that we all know. Some people say there's a hidden satanic message in it, or meaning in it. Make sure you tune in to see that one, because I was stunned when I did the research on it. Until next time, have a great day. Make someone laugh. I am Bob Sixx.